It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This game is part of the travel schedule for Minnesota. Presently in last place in the West, this is a team searching for answers.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Well, effort is not the problem. I mean, that's been there for them all along, but I think they're not necessarily using everybody in the right way. Seems like some of the players aren't comfortable in the roles they're in. So there may be some adjustments to be made by this coaching staff to get this club going.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Martin is the 2 with Brewer as the 3. Young is out there with Pekovic, and it's G in at the corner.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Well, a tough season for Steve Nash last year. Injuries limiting him to only a few games, and now in his 40s, it's looking like this might be his last go-around.
Here's G. 23 points for him the last game against Portland.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, I mean, with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit, and you know, that's how he got himself to the free throw line.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And Hill throws it down.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
Here's G, averaging 12 points a game. Martin against Bryant. Martin kicks to G, 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Nash with it, and Young picks him up defensively. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Here's G after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Pekovic, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Now here's Kobe coming off a solid outing against Denver. Nash drives in, kicks it to Hill. Minnesota with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, you know, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Now here's Brewer, averaging 6 points per contest. That is good.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Nuggets in Denver.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
Here's G, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Nash, averaging 9 points per contest. The kick out to Young. Another miss by Young. Timberwolves trail by 5. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, and injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted.
And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been. Better defense during the last month. You look at G, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking ball handlers' pockets, but as terrific point guards, they know how to clog passing lanes and come up with a lot of steals that way as well.
Absolutely. Their steals come from all over the court and in all sorts of situations. Transition, half-court sets, out-of-bounds plays, in the lane. They are the NBA's most complete defenders at the one-guard spot.
It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brewer. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Now, here is Young. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A floater, and he gets the bucket.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Lakers leading by 4.
And, you know, for the Lakers, with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Now here's Bryant. He has 5. Hill. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Hill's got 6. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's G. Young, a screen on Nash. Young, right side. And Hill with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist from Kobe.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Young, a screen on Nash. Here's G, defended by Nash. Martin wide open. He fires. Here's G. And that one's good. G's got his second basket.
Not a really great start for him as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Here's Nash. His last outing, he had 8 points. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hill. Davis comes in for Boozer. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young. And it's Henry in for Nash. Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. Ricky Rubio comes in for Kevin Martin. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. If he has his way, this will be a shootout. He told his guys to play the game at as fast a tempo as they can manage. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. Johnson in the corner. Now here's Kobe. He's guarded closely. Randall with a screen for Kobe. Shot clock at 5.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He was more of a loner, and as his career has worn on.
Make your threes.
You got it out. You got it out. Becoming less.
Lakers leading by 10. So on the floor for Minnesota. G, he's in at shooting guard. Wiggins is out there with Corey Brewer. And there's Pekovic, and it's Williams at the point. Now, here is Young. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons. And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Offensive rebound. Here's G. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Henry with it. Williams picks him up. Johnson in the corner. Wide open look. No good off the back of the rim.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
Here's G. He sinks the 11-footer. G's got 6 points.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
Here's Henry. He's guarded by Williams. Henry passes to Young. It's stolen by G. Williams kicks to Wiggins. Here's G. Henry with the rebound.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Right side Hill. Feeds to Henry. Johnson wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 10.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's G, defended by Young. Here's G, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Wesley Johnson. Minnesota also with the sub. Martin's checked in.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Henry dishes to Hill. Young passes to Hill. Back to Young. The shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
Here's G, defended by Nash. And that one's good by G.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Nash kicks to Henry. Back to Nash. Now the pass to Henry. 6 to shoot. Martin against Young. Again, Los Angeles.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
And Williams, here we go. And that one goes long.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Now the feed to G. And Hill over to help. Back to Williams. G kicks to Brewer. Timberwolves passing it around. And that one's good. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Young comes in. And Levine subbed in for Williams. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Nash outside. Pass to Henry. He kicks it to Young. 6 to shoot. Nash dishes to Henry. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's G. 10 points for him. And that's going to be a travel. And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. You look at G, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Julius Randle. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Randle's checked in for Hill. And Kobe is subbed in for Xavier Henry. And a change for the Timberwolves. Jang, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, G, in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He had 23 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, This game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself, and I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
Tries to keep it alive. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Boozer's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dash up on top. Young with no one around. Got it off in time.
After 1 half of basketball, the score. Your Lakers.
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
Well, it's been a high-pressure game, both in transition and in half-court sets. When we fix it, though, we just need to play a little more steady and make our passes with a little more care.
Slow and steady.
Okay, listen up. There's some things we can do to quiet this crowd down. Now let's go.
To get going.
Well, a good quarter for G. 13 points and 2 steals.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. And it's Young in at the 3 spot. Here's Nash. Following the basket by Nikola Pekovic. Kobe against Martin. They double-team Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. Nash drives in. Wing shot on the way. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Nash. Nash has got 5 assists tonight.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Kobe Bryant with a 2-year extension worth almost $50 million, Steve, highest paid in the NBA.
You know, a lot of people, Kevin, thought he should have taken a pay cut. I don't agree with that. I mean, he's earned every penny he's made and then some. The big thing now is, can you build around him, particularly at the stage in his career where his best years are behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for the Lakers. You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. G kicks to Martin. Pass to G on the wing. Brewer. He dishes it to G. The 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Now Bryant. After the missed 3 from G, and he gets it to go.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, efficiently.
And the Lakers making a change here. Henry's checked in. Here's G, 13 points in the game. Outside, Martin. Young inside. He's covered by Boozer. G, a rebound by the Lakers. Hill's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. And again, Kobe Bryant. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead.
They get 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
And it's Pekovic missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Henry passes to Kobe. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here's G. He feeds it to Pekovic. Will it go? And he gets it to go. Pekovic has got 12.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Henry kicks to Bryant. In low to Hill. Deflects the pass and stolen by Pekovic. To the middle. Young with the steal. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Brewer with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Bryant. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He has 20 points.
Too many turnovers.
Sparked him during the intermission.
It's go time. Check in.
Los Angeles leading by 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The dish now to Henry. Davis with a screen on Williams. Johnson, a wide open look, misses off the left iron.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here comes Mo Williams, averaging 9 points per contest. And stolen by Nash. Fast break, the Lakers. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5.
Well through 3 quarters of play.
Can I have it?
Here's Nash. So on the floor for Minnesota, G in a 2-guard. Pekovic is out there with Brewer. Then there's Martin, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. Dishes it to G. There's the 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Boozer with a screen for Nash. And he makes good on the layup. Nash has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. Timberwolves trail by 12. Williams dishes to G. Here's Pekovic, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Pekovic has got 19 points.
Boy, he is beating them up on the glass. They almost looked like they were willing to back off and give him the second chance points. That's how physical he is.
Nash drawing the double team. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's G, defended by Young. Pekovic passes to G. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Assist from Nikola.
Nash with it. Young outside. 14 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
He had no problem knocking down that shot, and a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Pekovic with a screen on Young. Passes to Brewer. Shot clock at 6. G, no good.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Young with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up, and Young kicks it over to Nash. Back to Young. Here's the 3. Again, Young missing. Timberwolves trail by 10. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Brewer kicks to Martin. Here's G. The 3-pointer, no good.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
What the heck was that?
Look it up. It's called basketball.
Few steals over
At the line for 2.
Lakers leading by 12. Rubio outside. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Minnesota making a switch here. G's checked in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Kevin Martin on the wing. From outside the arc, and he gets it to go.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Young outside. And Nash, here we go. Hill, and that one is hammered home.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Pekovic with a screen on Nash. G kicks to Pekovic, misses the layup. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Back to Young. It's stolen by G. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
You know, every team in the league loves to have good size in the middle, but it does seem like the league is getting tougher for big men. You know, help defenses now, the allowance of zone defenses, you can sort of load up on players. It can inhibit a big man's ability to attack because you can see double teaming even before he's gotten the ball. But it's made for great strategy, and I really like the new rules. He's enjoying himself today, guys. We knew going in that he'd have the upper hand on the glass, but I didn't think it would make this much of a difference.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut back down to 11. Big bucket there from Pekovic.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And as the game has required more movement, Clark, we're seeing big guys try to slim down.
And yeah, big men with agility are at a premium, but also it takes a little bit of the stress and strain off the joints. As few as 5 to 10 pounds less can make a big difference, and that's huge for big guys. And that's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right here.
And he gets the bucket. 24 points for Kobe Bryant.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's G. It's Martin on the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Kicks it to G. Clock at 6. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kev. Break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game, to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Brewer dishes to G, takes a 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Knocks it loose. Young, a screen on Nash. G kicks to Pekovic. Young passes to G. Back to Young. Stolen by Boozer. Now the Lakers on the break. That's good from Nash on the assist from Carlos Boozer. And that's 13 points for Steve Nash.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Shots good from Young.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Nash dishes to Hill. Young outside. 6 to shoot. A baseline J. It's Boozer missing. For Minnesota, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. G kicks to Pekovic, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Inside, here's Kobe. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
At the line from Timberwolves, Thaddeus Young.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there. And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
That one goes. Count it.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. Just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense, because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
And so the Lakers take the win.
Kevin, now here.
We behaving bad. We behaving bad. Fast one, slow one. We behaving bad.